The most captivating people never needlessly assert their presence. Instead, they wield an unspoken power that silently commands your attention, manipulating your deepest thoughts with eerie precision. Through calculated pauses, compelling nonverbal cues, and an uncanny awareness of your vulnerabilities, they control conversations without uttering a loud word. Which is a chilling illustration of why silent dominance begins with mastering the art of the gaze. When you engage in deep, unwavering eye contact, it becomes unnervingly personal. Imagine the eyes of a predator fixed upon its prey, not in aggression but in sheer focus. This creates an unspoken connection that resonates powerfully. Take historical leaders like Napoleon Bonaparte, whose commanding presence was legendary. His piercing stare was enough to demand respect. In conversation, hold her gaze until she is compelled to look away, subtly signaling who holds the upper hand. Yet, tread carefully. It's not the duration, but the intensity and timing of the gaze. Pair this with a slight head tilt, a nonverbal cue of narcissistic confidence, and you quietly assert your dominance. Think about your own experiences when someone maintained eye contact a moment too long. It leaves an indelible mark, a signature in the mental catalog of powerful interactions. This tactic is less about intimidation and more about creating an intimate space where she feels uniquely seen, stirring an almost subconscious obsession. Remember, your eyes are not simply vessels for your soul, but weapons of silent warfare. With them, you can murmur without uttering a sound and compel without ever demanding. The pause, a seemingly simple break in conversation. It is, in truth, a psychological fissure where your words linger long after the echo fades. This is where the art of silence reaches its crescendo. The predator's pause is not merely a pause, it's an incision cut into the very fabric of discourse. This concept is not new. Ancient philosophers like Socrates mastered the pause to let their questions and thoughts sink deep into the consciousness of those who would heed them. In modern times, CEOs and political figures breathe power into silence, using it to amplify the weight of their next words. Break the fourth wall for a moment. Think about how you personally react when someone pauses after a heated sentence. Your mind races, tries to fill in the silence with assumptions, and therein lies their power, which they slyly exploit. They leave you sifting through uncertainty, hanging on their next utterance, a psychological marathon inside a conversational sprint. Use silences to guide her thoughts and let her mind do the composition. It's a symphony you conduct, each pause a deliberate beat that accentuates the wisdom or intention you're about to impart. Compel her mind to dance to your silent melody. Subtle shifts in tone and modulation can warp reality. Captivating storytellers have always known this. The art lies not in what you say, but how you say it, a whisper that cuts through noise more starkly than a crescendoing shout. Imagine it like velvet thunder, a low, encompassing vibration that stays with her long after you've vanished. Look at public speakers who mesmerize audiences. They wield their voices like maestros, pulling attention and emotion from every syllable. Your voice becomes the hand that turns the page of her interest, with its cadence controlling the ebb and flow of conversation. Alter your tone to signal crucial points, or to draw her closer, both figuratively and literally. Addressing you directly now, consider how someone's mere change in inflection abruptly shifted your perceptions. Whether embellishing a joke or softening a critique, modulation explores those shades of connection. With mastery over modulation, you craft a verbal labyrinth where she wanders, guided by your nuanced tones, forever echoing in her mind. Less than words, yet more impactful. Body language, a dance of unseen energies shaping conversations. It involves a balance of dominance and deference, a constant dance between asserting presence and accommodating her space. This dance is not a new choreography, but an ancient ritual of the human condition. Review historical accounts and observe those who reigned supreme over their realms, like Cleopatra. What defined her allure and control was her mastery over body language. She knew when to lean in, subtly close the space between her and her audience, and when to pull back, creating a vacuum that drew curiosity. In a modern context, leaning slightly forward when she speaks, arched brows, open palms, or even a gentle touch initiate a subtext of interest, a silent contract of deeper attention. Meanwhile, a slight step back, a strategic retreat, can refresh the intensity of involvement. Reflect on your surroundings. Look at the people around you. Are they puppets of textbook expressions, or do they mold their own narrative through these wordless passages? Harness this silent power to embroil others into an invisible pact, an eternal waltz of attention and intrigue. The essence of time, specifically how you control it, binds someone's attention. Timing controls outcomes and permeates every tactic we've discussed. Know when to speak, and critically, when to remain silent, the unmarked yet defining art of knowing when. This technique, revered by military strategists like Sun Tzu, is central to making one's presence unforgettable. Your silence in the midst of her laughter, the deliberate timing of an observation, the calculated delay in a response are all reminiscent of a tactician pulling invisible strings. In your own life, observe how sometimes holding a response prompts more engagement. It's a paradox of human interaction. Offering less can garner more. Time is the canvas upon which you paint unspoken convictions and calculated subtleties. Triumph lies in anticipation, a mastery over momentums of when your presence is a crescendo or lull. Because greater than domination by volume or force is the power of timing, the ultimate sovereign to become the master conductor of attention. To delve deeper into harnessing these eerie psychological tools and embody the silent observer, buy the Silent Observer's Playbook, or investigate our recommended readings in the description. Your journey into the darker shades of influence awaits. Like and subscribe for more. To master these tactics in real life, get the Silent Observer's Playbook, or check out the recommended reading in the description below. Like and subscribe for more.